we left off in 2 Point Museum, checking out the new Zooseum update, the DLC. And we're pretty far in it. As you can see, we're at 4 stars out of 5. So I don't know how much we have until we've like kind of finished the main part of this, because most of the museums, it's when you hit it's around 5 stars that like you've finished all the new mechanics, you've seen all the new things, and then it's just okay, you've learned it, do more bigger. And it's usually around there that I'll be like that, you know, I'm happy with where that is. So basically what happens here, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. So basically what we got is, you can already see we've got a pretty big museum going on here. We've got all our terrariums over here doing their whole thing. And so like and so when you look at these like mechanically, we get all these different animals, they have their parents and all that. I can actually donate the animals. And when you donate the animals, it improves the biodiversity of the area you took the animal from, which in turn makes the odds of finding a high quality animal higher in that area. What I'm doing is I'm doing this kind of stuff. I do wish very much there was more information. Like with this one, where it's like it improves the biodiversity. I would love it to show me what the current is and how much it would be improved by. I feel like that is very important information that we're just not getting. And why are you not having babies, hamsters? They're both maximum happiness. They should have the babies, and they do have the thing to have the babies. Alright. So I'm just starting off with a round of releasing a bunch of these animals back to the wild, because that'll upgrade a lot of things.
Marketing campaign complete. Something allegedly happened.
Oh, that feels weird. So we've got our beardy lizards, and we found one that was pristine, which we named Jane, and then we've got one that's just average, which we named Not As Good As Jane. And they're having all of their kids who are all pristine. So entire this exhibit, like dad is like just a completely and utterly average beardy lizard, and everyone else around dad is like a pinnacle representation of their species. The level of self-conscious one becomes. Or they feel very proud, they're like, hey man, I am totally average, you know, bagged someone way above me, and like all my kids are like wildly successful and all that. What? I guess it's a matter of your perspective and your approach to that from the mental health side. Okay, so we've got a male and a female cat-faced tree bear, and we got a screwbill stork. So, oh, and you have the flu, so let's get you treated. So what do you need to be happy, cat-faced? So you want dense jungle, and you want flowers. Okay, so let's get ourselves a new exhibit that is of type jungle, that we make dense, and that has flowers. And so you can pop in here. I did not check what you eat to live. Let's get that. I assume you're a carnivore, right? Yeah, you're a carnivore. So we can edit this. We'll add a meat dispenser. And we'll change the biome to jungle, because they need it to be jungle. And then we just go in here and we decorate it up to being quote-unquote dense. So jungle type stuff. I'm putting a bunch of like random stuff here. And I'm still genuinely impressed that they made this just a DLC of this. Very, very, very really, the devs could have 100% made this its own product, like had 2 Zoo. And I don't think, I mean, someone's always going to complain because this is, you know, this is the internet. But I don't think you would have had any, like, significant, meaningful, reasonable complaints or anything like that.
Announcement. There's a new arrival in wildlife. Just what we needed. Another mouth to feed.
Okay, so it's now considered dense. Alright, so we got our first cat-faced bear. We got a second cat-faced tree bear. Alright, so you want flowers and a smell thing. And you want flowers and a everything. So surprisingly, there was no jungle flowers that I saw. So I can go back to decorations, jungle. Yeah, we placed everything here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop over here. And we're going to put one cute little dandelion in the middle of it. It's not actually there for a purpose. It's a weed. But there we go. So now I need to go and get the extra things they want. Because all those things you give them that they want will boost their happiness. Make them more likely to have babies. And then on top of that, it also builds the buzz for an exhibit, which makes people more likely to visit it.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. You're listening to Harrison Wolf. Lately, I've been learning more and more about botany. I've been enjoying myself so much that I stopped spraying those chemicals in my basement. I'm letting the mushrooms grow. I took my favorite, the largest one, I call him Charlie, down to the museum. They were not interested, but it's their loss.
Announcement. Our health and safety standards are being
Okay,
inspected.
so we got ourselves a new one of these. And I did see that we are being targeted by...
Attention. Habitat contains a distasteful amount of waste.
Okay, the moment we hear that waste one, I'm just choosing to immediately hire more people.
Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
We already have a micro and a macro going. We'll have you get the athletics. We can also go up here to the training room. See if there's anyone else who needs training. But pretty soon we'll want to send people out to try and get more exhibits. So to get the exhibits we already had at the end of yesterday's stream sorted. So what we've got right now is we're being targeted by criminals who... Oh, I didn't see the zoo onesies that we're selling. They got a bunch of children running around in like zebra costumes.
Tickets are for sale at the ticket booth, or they will be when someone starts working there.
Alright, so we got the first of things, the smell thing. That's what one of them wanted, and the other one wanted a sprinkler.
What a bad guest.
Okay. We need the sprinkler, and then I'll be able to stuff to make them happy. So one thing we probably need to do is, I'm at the size, I probably need to get security cameras going. Okay, you just leveled up. Is that our last marketing campaign? Alright, that'll give me access to another map, which will hopefully be what I need to get myself access to the last area to try and get our painted panda. We've unlocked the Underwilds, which does not appear to be connected to anything. Have I missed something this whole time? Okay. So let's see here. We need to have 2 people with this skill. or someone dies. I don't have 2 people available. Okay, so that's our missing for the painted panda. I've been chasing other things.
Donation stand. There's money in it for you.
So we want to get more of the Screwbill Stork in the meantime. We can actually check on these things. So we have both of those. Let's go down here. We got those, we got those. What about you? Do we get all stuff from here? We have not gotten your stuff yet. So we need a higher level person to prevent that. And we need someone who is a pilot. Prevent that. Okay.
An animal has been.
Looks like we need our security person. All of our stuff is getting backed up there.
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Alright. So what's going to end up needing to happen is I'm going to have to add different checkpoints here and there for my security eventually. We probably need to get the camera room online at this stage. More than likely it's way overdue. We could also pop over here. So you're working on that. What about this one over here? We don't know what's here. I do not have a level 10 wildlife expert at all, so we can't do that. This is the new location we have. Alright, so I need a macrozoologist, or literally they just die. We can go ahead and get them out of here.
The expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going.
Okay, in the meantime, we can pop in here. And
Someone is stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
I'm gonna go ahead and toss in 2 extra security people. It's probably overkill, but it is the thing I'm gonna run into more and more where we have like people needing to get to the different booths, all that kind of stuff. Animal adoption. I already have a cat-faced bear. Oh, the fart bug. I don't think I have a pair of fart bug, right? Where are you, fart bug? You're here? I have a male fart bug, and that's a female fart bug. Thank you for the freebie.
Announcement. There's a new arrival in wildlife. Just what we needed. Another mouth to feed.
Alright, so we got to give the fart bug a, So we have to give the fart bug a name to make it happy. So it's going to be Chipotle. And that means we'll start getting those set up and everything. Alright, so yeah, so apparently we're making about 60,000. Okay, and you can have another level in the ticket prices. Get a bunch of people up to like level 15 and all that. Or sorry, 10, not 15.
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
The next thing we're also going to need to do is get more entertainment stuff made. I see that we're getting like a long queue up here, getting some queues down here. We made another thing. Oh, it was the sprinkler. There we go. So I'll make them all happy. Oh, and you also need your signage.
What
Who
is
is new
supposed to be
security?
meant by scientifically irrelevant and uninteresting, anyways. That's how the
I mean, we got a lot of
described the
security now.
fungus I grew in the depths of my home. Now, I may be biased, but I find it hard to see how that's not scientific.
We got a frostbite snake. Early adventurers are craft crude mittens from shed skins of the frostbite snakes to keep their digits in the double digits. Alright. So we have this one. We will want to take it to have
Interesting.
medical.
I don't want to get into a whole thing here. Maybe I do. Find out after this.
Alright. So that's going to be a terrarium exhibit.
Returning from far-flung isles.
Let's go ahead and move these around a little bit here. And the reason I'm moving them is I'm making room real fast because I'm going to need to make ourselves another, we need to make ourselves another terrarium. Okay, meanwhile, we can go down here to that area again. That's not where we were. Alright. So once again, we want the pilot to prevent the biodiversity penalty. I want you because I need high enough level to deal with this, and then I take the first aid kit to cancel the injury. Because then if we get a breeding pair of those, we'll be good. Yeah, and you're the box fox.
Expedition complete. Fetch the crowbar.
Okay, and you're going to continue to be our specialist for microzoology.
Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit.
We got a golden truffle
What's the
pig.
next one?
Well, the golden truffles can be found across the undergrowth of 2 Point County. Only the golden truffle pigs of far-flung isles can find them with any regularity. Alright. So you're also sick. So I'll put you in for treatment. And so now you go up here. Alright, so I need you to be swapped out for someone with that skill. And now we can go ahead and send you back out. Alright, so got you. You want sparse desert, and you are... Okay, we finished the photo op thing. I'll put one of those down here. And I need you to be building a new terrarium. Okay. So I got more animal exhibits to put down here somewhere. Let's pop down here. Because pretty soon I'm going to need to put down another set of restrooms and all that.
Assistant needed in cafe. The guests are hungry.
Where is our break room? They're not in there. I guess we'll just get ourselves another assistant. When all else fails, keep just hiring people. You're gonna have customer service. Okay, so we have...
Attention. Thieves have been prevented.
So you're
from
carnivore,
escaping.
sparse desert.
Few.
Okay, so we choose desert biome, edit it, go to our decorations, choose our desert stuff. Put down a skull because of course.
Announcement. The museum has a new exhibit, but we don't know what it is yet.
Okay.
Attention. Habitat contains a distasteful amount of waste. Thank you.
Alright, we got more people have leveled, so you've gained another level here. We also have a thing where they're complaining about the exhibits not being properly taken care of. So I'm going to need to grab more people to work on that. Meanwhile, we can go here. Cool. We got your stuff set up. And we'll need to get your signage. We'll need to get Place to sit, trash cans, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we got all that. And let's go over here. We'll put in our donation bin here.
Announcement. We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full. Announcement. An animal has been born in the museum. Isn't that cute?
Okay, and there we go. So let's deal with what we got here. We got another box fox. Send that to my inventory for a minute. And I'm going to send you out because we definitely want to go back down there for more. Because there's the box fox, we also need our frostbite snake. Okay, so we need piloting skill to get rid of those. We need a competent security guard and prevent that injury. Oh, right. You have to be that. That's fine.
Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew.
So we got a male box fox and a female, so that's good. Then drop you in here. Let's make sure they're fully happy. Once wind chimes. Okay, we want wind chimes.
Only Best Quest and Hotels offer king-size beds, a turkey leg breakfast, and full stable facilities. 4 out of 5 goblins would recommend us to a friend or hostage. Have the stay of your fantasies at Best Quest and Hotels.
Okay. So let's see if that'll actually work in that spot before we, you know, put the animals in. Because, yeah, it's a little claustrophobic over here. Alright, so something's gonna have to move somewhere. Because I don't have enough room for the terrarium here. So I could see moving the cafeteria someplace else. And thank you, Harry Polzak, for getting a tier 1 sub for 6 months in advance. I do appreciate that. Not only getting the sub, but committing to the next 6 months of putting up with whatever the heck it is I do here. And I really do appreciate that. And thank you so much for that support. It means a whole heck of a lot. So thank you, thank you.
Announcement. Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
Okay. So like I was saying, we're going to need to rearrange things a little bit. So what I could do for the quick fix
It's an animal.
is I can go down here and clear all this out. We can expand the museum down in this direction. That should give me enough space to chuck a terrarium down there. Okay. Now we can go over here and get the viewing dome. And at the building.
Training complete. Don't let it go to your head.
Okay. I'll deal with the other new animals here in a minute. Need to adjust the other one, it's stuck out from the side of it. And I believe I needed you to be Arctic. It's fine. Okay. Alright, so let's check here, because we got the frostbite snake. I got achievement for displaying 30 different varieties of animals in the same museum. I get that installed.
Guests struggling to find donation stands are asked to look hard.
We got a moonbelly mole. Okay.
Or we could add more.
And we got another frostbite snake.
Museum just spawned new life. It's an animal just like all of you.
Okay, so let's send them back out, because now we're just making plain old good money. Alright. Yeah, so send the first one up here to the underground area, and we'll see if that, that frostbite snake takes care of the other thing. Yeah, it's down here. Yeah, because I need one of you to have those skills and then the tent. And so we should be all good here. And then once they treat that, we'll figure out what's going on here. Okay, now you've got that done. We still need more entertainment stuff.
Campaign complete. This is technically marketing.
Alright, I'm just checking because... Yep. We can expand into more and more of this area. I imagine this might be one of the areas I can't change.
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Yeah, we don't seem to have access to that spot. But we bought all the rest of the land. Okay, so we got a male one here. And we got a female, so that means I've got my pair of snakes. Make sure they're at max, I'm happy. You're good, you're good, cool.
An animal has been born in the museum. Isn't that cute?
Alright, and I need to add things to decorate to get it more buzz, because that means more people will want to donate and all that when they see it. And let's face it, we're not here for conservation purposes. That's the excuse. We're here for that, you know, that cold hard cash. You felt like you're missing something? Isn't 2 Point Museum a museum? This seems to have more of zoo vibe. This is the latest DLC for 2 Point Museum, which adds animals so far as like zoo stuff. Because you have like each museum has its own mechanic, and you can mix them all things. We got a problem at the expedition. But like when you do your first one, it's mostly like paleontology. You're mostly getting like fossils. And then you get to your second museum location, and they start adding in like carnivorous plants and botany. And then you get to your next location, and it's adding in aquariums. Then you get to your next location, it's getting into the supernatural. And then you get to your next location, that's like inventions and that kind of thing. And then we had like the DLC, which was introducing, if I remember correctly, the like fantasy world. So it's like Dungeons and Dragons, and you're bringing in like fictional mystical beasts and everything. And then this one is basically you're bringing in animals, but like all of it's going on there. And you can switch between the museums, like, and they each have their thing. But pretty much what it's saying is we can even go here if I were to go to start an expedition. So this is like all the animal stuff. I can hop over here and grab fossils and put them in this museum. I can go here and grab fish for this museum. I've got like ghosts and spirits and all that. You were for the inventions. Oh right, there's the whole space thing where we get all our space stuff. The Coral Island 1.2B just dropped. Gotcha. I'm really looking forward to 1.3. I'll have to double check. I want to say 1.2B didn't contain a lot of the big story-wise expansion. I know there's a lot of quality of life in there. But I think they also added the costumes in. The Halloween costumes are 1.2B, or that may have already been. I'll have to check what's in it. Maybe we check it out.
Who decides which plants are The important plants.
Okay,
The
right, we had the dilemma, so we need to handle this. It takes time. The team finds an unusually polluted part of the islands, where sickly, rotting plant life is sure to be impacting the food sources of the general quality of life. This is a big one. Dedicate a lot of time. Alright, your team takes a long time restoring the environment, leaving it a lot better than they found it. It adds 15 days to the trip, but they come back where it's going to be 25% better biodiversity.
Remember, folks, you can learn.
Okay, so we've already got the last thing here. I don't believe I have literally anyone who is qualified to do the iceberg dip. And then what were we missing to accomplish this one? So we would need someone with level 2 in the macro. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Alright, let's see. Are we missing stuff here still? I got both of those animals. I don't think we finished with that one. Yeah, so we got more to do here. So I can grab all this. You have the thing to cancel that. I can get that up a little bit higher. One second. Yeah, so it's what? 1422. So I can't quite get it to the point without an item of getting to the safety spot. But we're getting pretty close.
I sure have. They can't tell you what's important to you, or why. Sometimes a mushroom just matters.
Announcement. Staff training complete. Well done, you.
Okay. So you need a sparse
The
cave
expedition team are departing now.
exhibit.
I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
Let's go ahead and get that going.
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
All right. Oh, they vandalized one of my signs. Okay. Oh, you're an herbivore. Makes sense. So we'll go ahead and do that. Grab your plant dispenser. Okay, so you want to be a sparse cave. We'll change yours to the cave biome. Decorate it. Grab this. Go to the cave biome here. Get a bunch of glowy flowers. Various spiky bits. Some rocks. Some more rocks. Different rocks. Smaller spiky bits. Clumps of glowing mushroom. Okay. That should be sparsely decorated, so you drop you in here. And what do you need to be happy? Wants to share an exhibit with other animals. Fair enough. And you want a smell wafter.
Staff member promoted. What a
We
great
can
place to
upgrade
work.
that thing. So I want to go over here to getting the
Yes, a
smell
stuffy
sprayer thing.
museum. Someone should probably help them.
They got more people to be trained. So you'll get another bonus onto tourism. You checking the security people. Can be a pilot. And then you'll also be able to strolling surveillance. and see who else still need training. You can get your 3rd level in customer service. Okay. Yeah, so I need another one of the boars. And you have a snake slide. And chuck you over here.
We're able to unlock a new expedition location. Should we try something different?
Alright, when that's done, we'll need to get another terrarium, and I'm hoping there's enough space for me to fit one more here. And this building's getting utterly packed. We got a grass chopper. Though they may spend most of their time in the weeds, this wee insect is capable of lengthy and lofty trips into the sky. Its anatomy is inspired by the county's earliest aeronautic endeavors. Cool.
The cafe offers a range of food and drink.
Alright, so you just got back. Let's send her around out here. Can we get higher level than you? Okay, so you could just barely not push up to the high enough level where that's safe. We have not discovered any of the animals here yet at all. And that'll be another one I won't quite be able to push up the level that's safe. We got all those things. There was one down here that was rough. Alright, so this one we only have to get to level 20, so that should be very doable. You'll need to have the survival skill. Cool. And then with that, we'll take the XP bonus.
Is fantastic value.
Alright.
Wildlife expert to restore habitat. Don't forget a shovel.
I'm just checking a couple more staff members at the problems. Okay. We got a nightbite snake. They glow. These glowworms light up dark caves, but still are sight for sore thighs, typically biting the legs. I butchered all of that incredibly. So you're sick, so you'll need to be treated. You got the smell thing. There we go. And get you queued up to have another large terrarium. So that's that one. Where was the other place we went for? Was it still down here? Right, so I still need one of each of these still. Okay, so I need... It just chose everyone to be a pilot. Need you to handle that one. We can grab one that has the survival skill, which I do not have available. That's fine. We can just go here and use the first aid kit. Alright, we still have a lot of those aren't getting done. Dropping our security person there. Let's go ahead and drop another mechanic at this point. Okay, and for you, I've got fire for my mechanics. We don't have a pilot. So you're gonna start your pilot's training. Because I just want each of my different categories to have all the different skills we can give them. Just variety-wise. Just for, like, any of the different excursions, we should have people who can fill in just about any need I might have. Right, so those are both for the terrariums.
Relevant mushroom. and all the unappreciated plants out there. I see you. Botany, irrelevant mushrooms. Charles Brown shroom. Though cruelly shut down in their efforts to be recognized as officially interesting, this slimy specimen boasts vibrant brown coloring and a really strong smell. They may be irrelevant, but they're an underdog, and they're the best friend a guy could have.
Announcement. Marketing campaign complete. This is
Oh, no, don't sell the building. I want to sell this door. This door here, I want that gone. Because I'm going to go over here. Expand that.
Guess. The museum just spawned new life. It's an
And then we're going to go over here.
all of you. The expedition team are back from the far-flung isles. Did
And
they
put a
bring
wall
someone
over
with
there.
them?
Alright. So that'll give me room for more terrariums and thing. Staff room? I have a staff room up here. I probably need a staff room on the other side of the property too at this stage. Like, all things considered. Oh yeah, you're not gonna fit there. That's fine. That's why I was expanding over here. Okay. Let's go here really fast to get this set up.
Attention, animal exhibit needs sanctuary from this sanctuary. They're low on health.
I need to check which exhibit they're talking about. That's a pretty strong indicator something's really bad here. Okay, so let's check on our exhibits. It's saying one of our animals is low on health. Oh, why is it always you? Do you just, like, aggressively poop too much? I'm going to hire 2 new people and immediately drop them directly into the capybara area. Okay, so they're taking care of it. Because we've had the uncapybara die more than once,
Announcement.
and it's really sad. I think for whatever reason, a fountain lion, equally astute in land and water. Very few creature are safe from this scaly, sweet-looking predator. All right.
We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could.
Okay, so let's go over here to... Where are you at? You. Probably not you. Grab you. And you. More XP. Get out of here.
Attention. Habitat contains a distasteful amount of waste. Thank you.
Alright, we're gonna have more people to train because I keep hiring so many people. Alright, so we got the macro micro. We get you to be another survivalist. You can have a level in customer service. You can be athletic. You can be athletic. Hey, Bassett, how's it going? And the rest will just keep doing their thing for right now.
Expedition complete. So, what's in the box?
Okay. So if we get you the macrozoology, that'll make it so I can do the next area we've been waiting on. Then go ahead and get that. You're tired? Yeah, that's understandable. We also need to go into pay and give everyone their raises, or they'll all quit. What do you need? Sparse grassland. And you're gonna be a carnivore.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
Got grassland.
Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one
Set you to
pays
grassland.
for Habitat exhibits are low on health. They're looking.
I'm gonna need to go and check who's low on health now. It keeps mentioning it, I'm worried about animals dying. Okay, we can go here. Yeah, like I'm gonna need to go in and actually set like, okay, you deal with this zone, okay, you deal with that zone. It's just a thing that becomes necessary after a while. And I'm being slow about actually doing it. Because it kind of opens a whole can of worms of stuff you gotta manage. And I just need to not be taking my time. Okay. Have a level 50 museum. Cool. Alright, so let's look at our exhibits. What is not... Okay, the woolly jumpers are not doing well. Because our entire exhibit is just poop. There's nothing but poop. So where's some of my staff members? Alright, Melissa here. I need you to drop in here and clean up that immediately. We're going to have animals die. And it may come as a shocker to you, but zoos where the animals all die from, like, not being reasonably taken care of don't tend to last.
Freezing summers, Arctic winters,
You got that one?
the perfect destination for sun haters and hibernation lovers alike. Receive the warmest welcome, as long as the sub-zero temperature.
Okay, so they're
doesn't
taking
get
care
you
of it.
first.
Hopefully they'll get that sorted out before anything
Visit
dies.
Svalbard, the coolest place on Earth. Literally.
Okay, everything else is doing fine. Those two just fell behind. No cons. We got dealt with the only person there. We've got
Announcement. Guest stop in the museum should wait for help.
the thing they want to have me see here. We made 54,000 the last week. All right.
Expedition team have returned from a world.
We've got a gardener tortoise. These giant reptiles hibernate in far-flung fertile soil, allowing a variety of plant to grow on their back. They receive all sorts of nutritional benefits, as well as a distinct soily style. Okay, we'll put that in our inventory for right now.
Behavior back.
Get yourself another golden truffle pig. This one is sick.
Thank you. Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Then we need to send another expedition here. So let's get a higher level guard there. And more XP.
There's a new
So right now we're just kind of ramping up as much of stuff as we can, getting in extra exhibits, and we're trying to do this mostly just to gain levels as quickly as we can, because that's what we're needing to get to the next thing. So you're in training, so we need someone who has the macrobiology. There we go. We have someone with the survivalist skill. Not as available. That's fine. We can take this. It means they'll just be gone longer, but I don't really care about them being gone longer.
habitat contains a distasteful amount of waste. Thank you.
Okay. Meanwhile, I got a bunch of animals who have terrariums and all that they
Good
need.
luck to our team departing on an expedition. I'm sure you'll need it.
Right, so you have nothing in here. What do we got in here that we could drop in there? So let's, I believe you just need, you want desert. We'll set you to desert. Cool. And then we'll get that all equipped, and we'll get the next one going. So with the changes we have there, I'm going to grab your security booth. I'm going to rotate it like this. So that security booth is watching the restrooms.
Security guard, empty donation stand. There's money in it for you.
And then one watching the door out. Okay, so we got the golden truffle pig, which we have a male, and that is also a male. We have a great quality male, and this is a normal quality, so we're going to release that back to the wild.
Announcement. We've reintroduced a creature back to its natural habitat. No big deal.
Okay, so now I got the gardener tortoise. That is
Announcement.
open
Our
grassland.
educational merits are being inspected.
So I'll need to figure that out. Meanwhile, I need to get the
There's a crate on the helipad.
dome going here.
And the expedition team have returned safely.
Means I
Also
can
good
put the
news.
thing for them to have babies in there. We got a bullfrog. This bulbous bovine frog leaps head and horns first into unsuspecting prey. Cool. Even more terrariums I'm not ready for. It's fine. We'll just store all of them in crates in the back. I'm sure it's okay. And for once you actually chose stuff that's good there. Alright. We're probably getting pretty close because the thing we need... Oh, hey, Andrew. That's good. The thing we probably need to get is we just need to get 2 people with the macro scale or the macro biology or whatever it's called. And that's just taking time. Yeah, I feel like up here somewhere I should put another cafeteria and restroom.
It's an animal.
And we can add... It's still being added. We gotta wait. You go ahead and start on the next big terrarium. As soon as they finish installing that, we can get the next thing. And I need to at some point go through here and decorate all this area better. To make sure we get all our bonuses. I'm not going to worry about that right this second. Alright. Now can we go over here and get our...
Requires assistance from assistant. Thank you.
Get a path paved through here.
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Get that all connected. It doesn't really matter, they'll just walk through the grass.
Expedition complete.
But on principle, I want that to have that. Okay. Cafe Rest t-shirts, Plaza for profit. Cafe Rests t-shirts. Oh yeah, the gift store, I don't think there's a whole big thing about making a bunch of gift stores. Maybe, maybe not the thing. Alright. So we got another one of you. And we had you down... where? Over here? Okay, so you are a male. We got a female, so there's our fountain lions. Let's make sure they're happy. You want any grass in your habitat, and you're good the way you are. They just need to go in here to the habitat. And there we go.
Training complete. Don't let it go to your head.
Get the large terrarium. That was a really weird cut in the music there. That'll do for right now. Okay, what's the next creature we got here? We'll deal with that in a minute. So, start this. Baby hatching thing there. Okay, so we got another mole. Alright, so we still need to keep sending them out, because we got the need for another turtle and all that. We need higher levels, so let's grab you. And you.
Deals in the gift shop. They might be too good.
Alright. Yeah, because it's one of the things. Garden Tortoise was next. Yeah, so I'm basically that's not an exhibit like the small one. That's the bigger exhibit. So it's just kind of figuring out which ones are going where and just trying to keep things moving. All right, so you're about to get that one leveled up. You're actively training it now. You can prevent that one, and you can prevent the injury.
Announcement. There's a
So
new
as soon as this
arrival
training
required.
finishes that we've got
Just
going
when
on
we need it.
here,
Another mouth to feed.
we should be good to finish. Like this character right here, Harry. Once Harry's done with their thing, then we can take on that last area, and then that should get us access to the panda. I'm assuming that's where the panda's going to be, because when we look at the map, it's the only area grayed out. Alright, so we got 2 of the moles. Oh, moon jelly, whatever. So they're gonna be cave. We got a moon belly mole. And the moon belly mole wants a custom name. Gonna be Diglett. And then we're making the stuff for adding cameras and all that stuff in there. No, I'll probably just take the things out of this room.
Not taking donations.
Okay. Roaming pet store. Door-to-door petswear salesman approaches the team and begins to sell them a variety of equipment for small creatures, suspended from inside their trench coat. We're good. The team informed the salesman that if they wanted to buy something that have gone to the shop. They wish him a good day, but they didn't really mean it.
Someone is stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
The fact it's like, we wish him a good day, they didn't mean it. That they bothered to specify the fact they're like, yeah, this is an empty good day. They just didn't want to be solicited in that manner. Alright. An expedition crate. We got another garden tortoise. We can get you sent over here. If I'm not mistaken with that, that means we got 2 of the tortoise, 2 of the found lion. I just need 1 more bullfrog. Also should check what time it is. Okay, we're still good. So for this one, let's switch you to someone who has a survival skill. And switch you two to people who actually have some levels.
Guests are feeling thirsty. Please panic accordingly.
Alright. So I do think over here I'm gonna need to make like a place for them to eat and drink and that kind of stuff.
The expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
go here. Probably bigger than it needs to be. But that's okay. I'll deal with that in a moment. Okay. So I can go here and add your upgrade there. And I already know you need another terrarium, so I'll get that starting to be built.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member. Now, get back to work.
Okay, so the next move here is let's go ahead and we are going to need to add a couple of rooms.
Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
The first room we're going to add is a new cafeteria.
Attention guests. The museum just spawned new life. It's an animal just like all of you.
Okay. Adding a lot of seating in this one. Okay. Now we can go in here and really fast, before I forget, we can pop in a couple of trash cans.
Cafe food may taste cheap, and that's because it is.
Add some seating. Alright, let's get some more assistances, because that's fine. We could use marketing people too. Okay, so that gives us a nice big cafeteria. So I should take care of this. The next thing I want is a bathroom.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. You're listening to Sir Nigel Bickleworth. Good for you. I am proud to have supported the Department of Culture by adopting a loose ornament, their words, not mine, from the county's archives. If you do the same, maybe you'll be as fortunate as me and receive game-worn socks from the winners of the 4th Cheesy Goblet. They're almost eye-wateringly historic.
Okay. And a very oversized bathroom over here. With plenty of sinks this time, unlike the previous bathrooms. Alright, so we got ourselves more bathrooms, more food options over here. And I deliberately had an extra space because I mentioned I really kind of need the security stuff at this point. So this will be our security room.
Wildlife expert to restore habitat. Don't forget a shovel.
I'm gonna let people watch security. That's definitely what you want. And what is all this
Please
stuff?
welcome our newest exhibit born in the museum. It's an
Okay. So I got a bunch of stuff we can unlock here. But the idea is I want to start setting up some of the security cameras on different spots to make this somewhat more manageable.
vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Thieves hide, you peek. Stuff for the security people. Alright, so just a bunch of random, like, security-looking things and all that. Yeah, so super duper overkill on the security room. So with that, we did get ourselves some more research.
Assistant to the cafe. That's where you work now.
And thank you all, Kara. First of all, for the tier 1 sub and for the 15 months, and also, you know, for tuning in all the time. And I just have to be like, ha, carnage. I know it's co-carnage, but just carnage. A few tours have high head and high knowledge. That's fine. But thank you so much for that. Yeah, no, it's been a whole thing. Like, that's one of the things that's kind of a really meaningful thing at the end of the year is like, you get all those statistics and you have the people like share. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I watched you this many hours, or, you know, like whatever the statistic in question is. Well, I think we got what we needed out of those. And it can kind of just be this kind of cool thing that, you know, you don't realize how much people tune in. Like, you see people come back and back, but you're like, oh yeah, they put in all this time and whatnot. That requires a thing of thing. Okay. Yes, it's gonna be very difficult for thieves to get through there. Put a security camera on either side of this. Here and here.
Guests waiting to buy a ticket are asked to bear with us indefinitely.
The one by that exit. Oh, I can go the whole way down there, can't I? Yep, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we got a bunch of cameras set up now, so that should help with security. We have more sick animals that need treatment. Alright, so what are we missing? We got the night things, we got those, we got the moonbelly moles. So that's them all sorted out. Make sure they're both at max I'm happy. Yep. So we got those sorted.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
Alright. Yeah, so I've got room for the tortoise. I've got... The second bullfrog is being treated. Yeah, so those ones are all sorted now. So we're done with this spot, we're done with that spot. This spot, I'm still waiting on someone to be fully trained, I believe. Yeah, I need you to finish your macro training. So that's holding that up. We also had down here, we might be... Yeah, so I still need a level 10 wildlife expert. I'm surprised we don't have one of those. Or am I misreading that? So for down here, we have access to it. It says Wildlife Expert 10, saying we don't have a single one in here. I must have a lot that are like sitting at 9.
But you must not let them drink.
So let's let our people train for a minute.
Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
And that's another animal that we've treated. Okay, so we're gonna have them pop out of toilets. That is what it is. Because I've noticed it doesn't seem like the burglars target the target these animals.
Ball scores. Hogsport 3, Smogley 0, Flemington 3, Blyton 2, and the gigantic fixture at the sloop has been soaked off until Thursday due to heavy rain. That was the sport.
Alright,
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
Yep, so this is all we got left here. Yes, we're just literally waiting for our...
A wildlife exhibit has been released. Join us in saying good luck and goodbye.
Just waiting in that last little bit of training to finally get done and to figure out where I'm shoving all these terrariums. Okay, so I think what's going to happen here is we've had this area set up, and it's one of the default areas that was here to begin with. I think it's going away. And we just kind of convert it into its own little area for terrariums and all that. Because there's basically, like, just 3 pieces of stuff here. I'm just going to move that over there. Okay.
Check out the deals in the gift shop. They might be too good.
So what we'll do here is once I get this out of the way, I'm gonna start getting the stuff for this room done. I'll get the decorations up here and everything as well. Yeah, so you got the stuff covered there, you got this stuff covered here. You've got the entrances to that area where the bathrooms are and that area where the bathrooms are covered. You got that entrance down there. I don't believe they can come in from any other way into this place.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member. Now, get back to work.
I guess I'll cover the door as well. Okay. We'll have that. Scooch you in here a little bit farther. We'll need seats. Alright. So let's get the next one of these set up. So we got our large terrarium here. Actually, if I finagle this a little bit more, I can probably work on shoving 3 terrariums on this side. There's the baby hatchery thing. You already got yours. Okay, so the next animal we need that has a home. The bullfrog needs grassland terrarium, which is already set up.
Donation stand. There's money in it for you.
And I just looked. They're both male. Okay. So with that, we'll put you in here. You're going to be sent off for conservation.
Guests receive an announcement when departing.
So we will need to keep doing this spot because I need a female bullfrog. Before we do that, let's see if we got that training because I haven't been watching as carefully as I probably should be. Okay, so we've got the one there. Do we have the other one? No, you're still training. I'm not sure why that's taking so long. Okay, that one's also available for training. Let's go ahead and get that guy trained, because then it doesn't matter which of the 2 of them trains first. Because the last thing I could just tank the hit with the med kit. I just need a person to have these so they don't die from MIA. Yeah, so either one of them trains we're good. Alright, so let's grab you. While we wait on that, we can pop down here. And try and get the bullfrog.
Staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
So you can take that. You can go up to this desert area we still haven't got stuff from. You need higher level. You need to be higher level. You need to be higher level. And that's enough. Staff is required. Oh, we have to have someone with the survival skill. Do we have anyone that's higher level with survival? I think the survival one, no. The survival skill person's busy on other things. That's fine. We'll send the one helicopter for right now. So. Getting all this installed. Let's get the next terrarium being produced.
Security guard to empty donation stand. There's money in it for you.
Okay, so then I got 2 garden tortoise. Was bigger when you left stream yesterday. Yep, that is how these work. So you're gonna scooch over here. But I can't move you till you're done, but we'll scooch that over there and we'll put the next one right here. Okay. And we're officially running into the point that both of our information desks are at capacity.
Marketing campaign complete.
There's also
Something allegedly happened.
There's also zero way this zoo works in real life. Well, museum zoo. The idea that you'd walk into place all the way over here, all the way up here, and then buy your ticket, to then walk out and go into the entire exhibits, there's zero chance. People are just going to be constantly looking around and not bothering with the ticket. You need to have them have wristbands and have people just like patrolling the area, constantly harassing people, being like, "Oh,
The
excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. I'm gonna need you to go back and get your ticket, please."
Thank you.
Alright, I'm just delaying the ad from happening for as long as possible.
Really thick jungle.
Okay, so we got
A
that.
mountain
We
with no
need the
head.
baby hutch for it.
And endless sand from the beach.
Nope, not what I needed.
The shoes you only wore once.
Oh, it's happened again.
Did we get our training done? There's a zoo like that near where you grew up? I mean, at least the one thing the zoos have going for that kind of thing is, at least generally speaking, people are going to get pretty salty with you if you, you know, if you're taking advantage of a zoo. But yeah, no, it's like going like full honor system is tough.
Visit Pebbly Island. Paradise is only a stone's throw away.
We can send you back.
Announcement. We've reintroduced a creature back to its natural habitat. No big deal.
Okay. Then we got you two, I
Announcement.
believe,
There's a new
are
arrival in wildlife.
cave.
Just what we need.
Change you to cave. Alright, so you are happy just the way you are. And you want a name? We already have Danger Noodle. Neck. Alright.
Before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
Spicy spaghetti. Yeah, I could go for that one for another
Attention.
snake.
The expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
Getting all our information panels up here. Okay, this place needs a thing. Alright, Bassett, you take it easy. Thank you for tuning in, all that stuff. That might have been Tomb getting home, I just heard. I'm not gonna run down yet. That's weird.
A assistant to gift shop. Sell, sell, sell.
Yes, this is so snugged up I can't put a lot of these things up. Which is certainly less than
Someone is
ideal.
stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
Okay.
Announcement. The museum has a new exhibit, but we don't know what it is yet.
Okay. But you were fine just a second ago. Oh, is it this one that's blocking it?
Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew.
Yeah, it's just so snug in there. There's no room to work. We'll end up needing to do a bunch of fussing around with that, but that's okay. Alright, so we got our box here. Another turtle. And we can pop over here. Did we get what we're looking for? You're still waiting to train, and you're still waiting to train. Pop down here, keep that going. Oh. So you can be trained here in a second. Let's keep that in mind.
Is fantastic value. Isn't
All
that
right.
strange?
Drop you off for treatment. We can go to our employees.
The
Increase their
expedition
salaries.
team are departing now. I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
And make sure everyone's got their training. Alright, so everyone's doing pretty solid to their training. The big things we're working on right now is I need...
Obviously.
We do have our first level 10 here. It says training in progress, but I'm waiting for them to get their macro zoology 2. If not them, we're getting this one's getting their macro zoology 2 right now. So I'm not sure why Harry's just not getting it done. But it is what it is. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so this is the worst of you two. So get rid of you.
Announcement. We've reintroduced a creature back to its natural habitat. No big
Meanwhile, we need open grassland exhibit. Right, which is going to build up here. Let's get that exhibit built. And it's going to be an herbivore.
They could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
You sorted. And you want open grassland. They only want a couple little decorations here and there just to make it happy.
Expedition team returning from far-flung isles.
Okay, so with this,
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. A quick tip for all you budding
So you want a custom
horticulturalists
name?
out there. Don't get caught with green thumbs or brown trousers. Invest in the appropriate
Ombu.
equipment. Thigh shields and shoulder-length
and
gauntlets are a
you
must,
want...
and can be found at
We
any
both want
boutique
grass.
botanist worth its weight in fertilizer.
You want grass,
Remember,
rock, and a
To
sprinkler.
enjoy anything with
So let's go to our
sophistication,
decorations.
Even nature.
There's a piece of grass.
One must spend through their
There's a
upturned
rock.
nose.
I can pop down here and make the sprinkler.
Please welcome our newest exhibit, born in the museum.
Finally, the dulcet tones of the sophisticated DJ to grace our plebeian ears. Yep. Got another bullfrog who is sick, so let's get them treated. I think the bullfrog was the one I was missing a second one of.
Standards are being inspected.
Yeah, so I needed a female. I can't look at them while they're on there. That's fine. Okay. We need to go to our pay review, get that updated. And then I got more people here who need training. So I got you sorted. Got you sorted. Is there anyone else? Nope, but I believe we've got enough now to send them over to this spot to clear that area. So if I go up here, you're not done, but the one that was lower level down here. So I need you to cancel that MIA out. We can go down here to cancel that MIA out. We might just take the penalty there, because to get 40, all of them have to be level 10. And that is not happening. Alright, and you need to have the survivalist skill to be allowed to do it at all. And I'm trying to choose the item down here, but I can't get it. There we go. Come on, scroll. Okay, do that. And I need to go back up to you and switch you back over to, Alright, so we are going to have someone who is going to get sick. And I don't remember how we deal with that, but we will figure it out. Worst case, they send them to a completely different map where we have, like, the medical treatment.
Our team departing on an expedition. I'm sure you'll need it.
And it is a female. Do you have your upgrades yet? There's the baby hutch thing. So when that's done, I still need another dome. Okay. And let me check something. It's probably nothing urgent. Yeah, it's not urgent. Okay, cool. But yeah, so with that, we'll finally open staff. Alright, cool. And we'll give you another level in tour guiding. So another thing we need to be doing that's overdue is I got all these exhibits and no tours for any of them.
Well done, you.
Let's go ahead and go down here to get a couple of tours set up. So I have one tour meeting spot right here. I'm going to go up here. Alright, so we can get basically almost to the very edge of 5 stars in that tour. It's tour length that's the thing that's causing it to be tricky. We got a tour for this line. We got a tour for going up this middle area.
The museum just spawned new
Those are going to be way too long of a tour.
just like all of you.
We got tours for that room and that room. I can probably fit a tour in here somewhere. Because tours can give you a lot of money, like a lot of money. If you can set them up to be a pretty good tour.
Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
So go to you, to you. Alright. So there we go, you got a tour of those 3. And then we'll probably put a tour in this last room once I get the last exhibit set up there, whatever's going to be in here. Because we could probably fit it up along this wall and then just have them go like down and around. Okay. We're just waiting for the other group to get back so we can hopefully go over and maybe get ourselves a panda. Yeah, so we definitely hit the stage in the game where money's basically irrelevant.
Full of money and unable to hold more.
That's kind of the whole spot we're at now, is that money is just no longer a problem. This happens in pretty much almost all Tycoon-style games. It's whether it's early game or mid-game or late game, you get to a point where you've got things stabilized that you can just keep building more, and as long as you don't get like way wild out of the way, you just stabilize and the money just rolls in. Where you can kind of just like, you know, I could sit down here and just hit fast forward and walk away and come back to $1 million. Now games will add certain random events, like this one has the various crime people come in. And that becomes the thing you gotta manage. But then you've got games like City Skylines where their whole thing is you might get hit with like a tsunami or an earthquake or a meteor strike or whatever, that you can kind of leave it mostly unattended, but those random one-off events can, you know, hit the wrong thing that if you're just away at the helm, it can, you know, wipe you out. Not wipe you out. It can put your things in a bad way where you start hemorrhaging money. For those who don't know Beset, we're playing some Pokemon Legends. So, you know, if you're into that, you can find it over there.
I enjoy evoking the wonder and onerous sophistication of yesteryear. I do this by bringing oversized novelty checks, with which I write donations, as I pompously bestow.
Okay, we have opened a new area, which has one animal of Ursidae.
I feel like a bowler-hatted philanthropist, funding the...
Okay, so what's happened here is Toto Blubber has soiled themselves. They touched mud poisoning, or they touched a mud poisoning after falling into waste. They will eventually get better on their own, but that's not what we want to deal with. If I remember correctly, there was somewhere over here. We apparently unlocked an area over there. Temple of Blobs. That's for fish. That's XP bonus. There was somewhere over here we had that would make people no longer sick. Okay. And rid them of illness. Right, so we want to go here, set that up, staff with illness, get you, and send you over there. They're sending one of our people on holiday for tanking an illness for us. So we got experience.
The times may change, and my checks may bounce, but I invite you to donate with frivolity.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
Alright, so now I want to go back to Far Flung, because I suspect this is where pandas are. Okay. Right. So this is going to be another one we're probably not going to be able to avoid stuff too easily. Yeah, so you cancel all but the illness. If we wait just a moment, what I can do is I can craft some stinky cheese. Or rank cheese. Sorry, not stinky cheese. We can craft a stack of rank cheese, which artificially boosts your level for those. And we should be able to artificially boost our level to prevent that disease this time. Because we're at least close to there because we don't have nearly as many requirements.
Someone has contracted soiled self. Oh, really?
Okay, so we need to find and display a painted panda.
Farewell to the expedition team. They may never come back.
I have no idea where we're putting the painted panda. Because we can put it over someplace like this. I wonder how big of an exhibit you could make. I wonder if I could make like one giant painted panda exhibit over here, almost like for the memes. With that said, though, I'm going to step away for just a minute. We're about to hit an ad break. I'm going to run downstairs, welcome my wife home, and throw some stuff in for dinner really fast. With that said, I'll be back in just a couple minutes, and thank you so much for tuning in. Alright, and I am back. It's kind of a shame that, I can't, like, this is popping into my head, because, for those who don't know, I split my audio track into 2 separate tracks. I can have this running in the meantime. I split into 2 different tracks, where, when I'm playing, like, music or whatever on the stream, or, like, a YouTube video or whatever, it's on a second track that is muted from the VOD. That's because that stuff always flags as DMCA, even when it's, you know, it gets my VODs muted, even though, like, a lot of times I do actually have the license for it. But it is a thing when I step away, because of that setup, that clip reel on the YouTube side or in the VOD have no audio. Because that's the web browser. And I'm kind of sort of thinking, like, you know, it'd be really nice if I could, you know, get that to not be that way. I should look into it. Okay, so our staff member's back, no longer sick. We got our rank cheese. So we can go get our painted panda. So we'll swap you out for the pilot. And do that to buff our levels.
Expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going.
Now, what I want to do, because I have $500,000 and nothing to spend it on, I want to see if there's a limit on how big a habitat can be. Ho ho ho. Okay. Alright, it does scale. So we've got the thing's capacity up to 15 creatures can be inside there. So we're gonna get our pandas, and we're gonna have our unreasonably large panda exhibit. That, like, literally it is all of the other exhibits for our animals combined, roughly in size.
Feel free to give your money directly to me.
And in the meantime, while we wait for them to get back, we'll put a donation bin here, here, and there. We'll grab our information signs. And just every so often, plunk down an information sign so you can learn more and more about the painted panda.
Attention guests. The museum just spawned new life. It's an animal just like all of you.
And we'll want to go down here as well. Get some trash cans along this road. And a whole lot of benches. Because then we'd also want to do is add some entertainment stuff, that kind of thing. I love just the fact these kids are like bouncing around super excited. And it's not only an empty exhibit, it's an empty exhibit with no trees or anything. It is literally just a field of grass and nothing else.
The cafe offers a range of food and drink at alarmingly affordable prices.
Okay, so we got all that going on just fine. Alright, so our cafeteria here is being overwhelmed. That's fine. And I'm not sure what they'll consider the habitat, whether they'll consider it grasslands or jungles, probably dense. They have heard it's in to touch grass. Oh no, no one wants to touch grass. Gross, you'll get it on yourself. All that nature. Ugh.
The camera room is currently offline. Don't do anything funny.
Yeah, I got people running around everywhere. Cool. So I can get our first rounds of pandas back. Well, I'm assuming the only thing there is going to be a panda. Or it'll be... Oh, man. Wasn't there, like... One of them that had, like, an extremely rare exotic fish or whatever. And there was just a very small chance of finding it each time he went to its location. Otherwise, you just got a bunch of XP. That's exactly how it is. And unfortunately, the reality is I can only send them out kind of once at a time. All right, so you... We need you to cancel that. We can have you handle that. Right, so it's one of these. But yeah, so it's they had this before that it was getting like a beluga whale kind of thing or something like that, some like exotic fish. That when you go there, either one, you get a bunch of XP, or two, you do eventually find the animal. So it's just kind of repeating that thing a couple of times to try and catch it. But it is those things that because it's so good of XP, you know, you'd like to get the animal, but it's not the end of the world if it gets delayed a little bit. Yeah, no, it's kind of interesting because at this stage in the game, which you potentially consider doing here, is because we'll probably have all the exhibits for all the animals. With the animals, they're weird in that I can benefit from making their exhibit like just gargantuan. Because then you guys have a ton of the animals in there. This might be the first one that you can actually realistically use all of the space with one exhibit type and it not be a waste. Whereas most of the other ones, you'd get probably an area from like that big to maybe around here, like that whole area. You might be able to do just all of the exhibit types from one of the museums there.
Isn't that cute?
So I do kind of appreciate that this lets you sort of take advantage of the most of the space there. Okay. Gonna get a little bit to the exhibit here.
Staff promoted. You're now a little better. Not much, but still.
Okay.
Wildlife expert to restore habitat. Don't forget a shovel. Vandals. Caught vandalizing.
Alright, so we'll definitely want to go and add more to that, but you get the idea. Is I can literally take all these exhibits and expand them in that manner. And all that, and just occasionally have buildings broken up to give people food or whatever. And take full use of that space. Right now, I mostly just want to get the panda, because that should give us our 5th star, I believe. And once we have our 5th star, like I said, usually from there, stars like 6, 7, and 8 are usually just, okay, increase your rating, increase your number of guests. Is what those usually are. There is just kind of, okay, you've done all the things on this museum, but can you do it better? So you're curious how many Let's Plays you would say you have going right now? In what way? Usually I wrap up one and I move on to the next thing.
Thank you.
I usually don't leave, like, if something's left open-ended, it's usually because just the circumstances of the content isn't being sought out, it's not performing well, whatever, and so I choose to discontinue that game. But I usually don't keep a bunch of stuff ongoing at the same time. I tend to find if I have more than like 2 or 3 games going on at a time, something's gotta be ended. So So, like, very, very realistically, what'll probably happen is at the end of this segment with 2 Point, we'll probably be done with 2 Point until, like, the next major update release, that kind of thing. Because a lot of these games, I usually don't even come back to my existing save. It depends on the nature of the game. Alright, so we got XP again. We're just gonna keep popping back and forth. Cool. But yeah, so as far as like ongoing Let's Plays right now, I mean, I'm doing 2 Point right now. Bannerlord, I don't think I'm coming back to in the short term. It did have its DLC. And the boats were kind of like, to me, they were a neat gimmick. But that's kind of about as much depth as I would personally give them. It's like, it's kind of a neat gimmick. It's an extra thing. I do think it adds the game to exist. But I also don't feel like it's that meaningful. And outside of that, most of the other changes were, you know, they're fine. Not really here or there. They're fine. So, I'm considering myself as not having an ongoing Bannerlord thing. News Tower, I'm pretty happy with where we left off, so I don't consider that like an ongoing one. So if that makes sense, that right now I don't see myself as actually having much of any ongoing stuff for the current moment. Like, we've got the Surviving Mars. That one I'm on the fence. I could see doing more of that and continuing that playthrough. But the longer I'm not playing that and doing other things, the less likely I am to return to it. Because Surviving Mars was like another one of those ones, I was enjoying it, but it is one of those things that when you're streaming those games that it kind of got to the repeating where people are like, oh, this was terrible, oh, like, how could they do this? That could really suck the fun out of playing a game like that. That's another thing with like the Bannerlord is a lot of people with how buggy it was. There's a lot of negativity that, you know, you're kind of tired of it.
Good day to you. It's a good day for me here on 2 Point Radio. Later in the show, we'll be going live to the Big Dig with 2 Point Radio's own Montavious Barnett. But first, a piece of music to get things sounding just right.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
I still don't have one of those. Trying to see if there's any of these I've got like the pristine quality that I could just keep those expanding. Alright, so we're just continuing to send like one go after another, trying to get this last thing done. Now, I'm sure we're still missing some more animals. That's okay. Was there anyone else here who needed training? But as you can see, it takes a while to get your people up to level 5. Considering we've been doing this for... Basically, we did the entirety of yesterday's stream on this, as well as we're going to get to up probably around halfway into this stream. So somewhere in the area of, like, you know, 12 hours or so. And we're just starting to see people hit level 3. But they can go all the way up to level 5. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that does give some, like, some chase.
Habitat contains a distasteful amount of waste.
I got people complaining about that some of the habitats are a mess. So I'll immediately bring you on. And we'll give you a thing where you move faster to help you get between habitats. Okay. Now the added thing is, unlike a lot of these where you try really hard to get one of them, with the painted panda thing ultimately you'd want two.
Attention, the expedition team have returned. Good for them.
Okay. And we got a painted panda. The mostly solitary creature of the far-flung isles, has seen to so infrequently that early explorers that it was long believed to be a myth. Once her existence was confirmed, the wildlife community had much to celebrate and a lot of apologies to make. Okay, so unfortunately, this one is not going to want to breed very much. They want dense jungle, and it is sick. So let's go ahead and get it treated.
Announcement. Vandal caught
Oh
in
my,
field.
you did it!
Bad
A
guess.
painted panda. Look at it. Sorry. The man that already has everything so rarely gets exactly what he wants. This creature is sure to cause such a stir, but we can whip that up into a total frenzy if we produced a new panda. A baby painted panda would cement the museum as a first-class wildlife institute, and it might just punctuate a healthy, happy future for the far-flung isles. Okay, so we didn't get our 5th star yet. I kind of figured this is a possibility. That to get the 5th star, I am going to need to ultimately, get a breeding pair of them.
Interested guests are reminded that not
I mean, that's kind of a par with, of course, real pans are really bad at breeding. Yeah, no, there's a whole big thing about, like, when in captivity and all that, they really don't want to breed and everything.
The museum just spawned new life. It's an animal just like all of you.
We'll just put a bunch of bamboo down over here, because why not? Because we need to get this to be dense. And it's a really big exhibit. We'll put a bunch of stone over here in the corner. Put some other trees up here. A bunch of other shrubs in there. Now you can come steal it. It happens.
Guests are thrilled with the price of the cafe. Should we be happy about that?
Put some logs down. This is a terrible looking exhibit. Get out the way, Panda.
Announcement.
Your exhibit
Vandal
demands
caught in the act.
a lot of stuff. Because they've made it so big. Okay, we've
Announcement.
managed to
There's a
move
new
from
arrival
open to
in
sparse.
Farmland. Just what we needed. Another mouth to feed.
And I need to be up to dense.
We're back with
You spend so much time making your exhibits look like that you stall everything else. Yeah, no, if you see me play like Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo, I will take the time to just really sit down and make it all look great. In this particular case, because it's blocking me from doing other things I need to do, I am just really trying to kind of send it. I also don't really have enough decorations in here, I think, to like make it look properly nice.
Adding to the already feelable atmosphere.
Right you are, Monty. Gripping stuff. It's like you're right there with them, waiting for things to happen.
All right. Yeah, versus I find like Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster, and then they do a pretty good job of giving you a really wide range. Now, for the record, those limited number of decorations, I think that's fine for the smaller things and like your regular museum stuff. There's plenty for that. It's just for an exhibit of this size, I don't really have that many decorations to work with here.
Announcement. We're currently not
And
taking
I'm getting caught a
donations.
lot where it's
Not
close
as
enough
many
to
as we
another
could.
decoration it's not letting me
Donation
place.
stands are full.
Okay. We're almost to the point of reaching dense. Okay, come on.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded.
Like, another thing that works for stuff like Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster is you can go to each individual decoration, you can scale them up, rotate them, twist them, and like do all sorts of different movements to them. So even if you are dealing with what's effectively the same rock, there is enough you could do to like twist and move and all that kind of stuff to make it, you know, even though you're looking at like the same tree or the same rock a bunch of times, you can do enough to like twist and bend and move it that if you're not really watching carefully and comparing, you won't realize you're just looking at, you know, this is the same rock you were looking at before, but this one's been twisted over onto its head kind of thing. Okay, I believe that counts as dense.
Gift shop requires restocking. There's nothing to buy.
And you would like... thing for painting. Okay, so we just got XP that time. So we need one of the pilot.
The expedition is leaving now.
And you wanted a
Wherever it is
sprinkler.
you're going. Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
Okay. And we get a sprinkler, will make that panda Maxim happy. So we do have a female painted panda. Now I just need to get a second one. And unfortunately, you can only send one expedition to a given location at any given time. And I'm not really worried about potentially sending multiple right this second. I just want to keep pushing for that. We can... actually, we probably should send more. We can work on some of these other ones we didn't quite get everything sorted out yet. So I can bump you up here.
Join me in saying farewell to the expedition team. They may never come back.
Alright, so we just gotta keep going. Those reviews will happen no matter what happens. The Reach Enlightenment levels 25
Vandalizing.
is just gonna continuously bringing in animals.
Obviously.
And then seeing which ones we go there. The museum, level 59, will most likely happen on its own as well.
Please welcome our newest exhibit born in the museum. It's an animal.
But once we're able to start breeding the pandas, what we'll do is we'll try and get as high a quality panda as possible. And start trying to just breed the pristine ones. So you take one spot. So we can get 15 pandas in here.
Wildlife expert to restore habitat. Don't forget a shovel.
And we just need to grab the sprinkler. What are you complaining about? That's fine. Okay. So we got that in there, so that panda should be maximum happy. Now I just need to get a friend. Being dense comes quite naturally to some people. Others really have to work for it. Yup. Actually, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. Still not great, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, so this area probably gonna have to fill stuff in there as well.
Mess on the
And
floor.
getting our level in marketing.
Robo-janitor. Dryer on the fritz. Robo-janitor. The robo-janitor is designed to fix
Cool. We'll send that to our inventory.
everything, with some major exceptions.
So you need to be treated.
A robo-janitor? What would we do without you?
You would live in your own filth.
Alright. So we still want the second grasshopper, I believe. We need more levels.
Suppose we would. Robo-janitor, coming soon from Bungle Technologies.
Okay, so where was the
Announcement. We're currently
grasshopper?
not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation
Rocky still
stands
needs a
are
friend.
full.
Okay. And Panda. Nope.
There's a crate on the helipad. Oh, and the expedition team have returned safely. Also good news. The expedition team are departing now. I'm always so glad that I don't have to go. Please welcome our newest exhibit born in the museum. It's an animal.
Alright, and send you back out. Because, yeah, now the panda thing, it's just basically just slamming more and more and more into this until we get our pair of pandas, and then start getting them to breed as fast as we can. With the one here that's going to reproduce slow, we'll probably just keep sending more and more. Okay, so you are a male stork. And we do have a female stork, so that's perfect. So let's make sure they're both happy. You're happy, and you're happy. So they should breed. Okay, so God Dilemma. Alright, the expedition's come across a lone traveler looking for someone to take their pet rock to a good home. We will adopt the rock. So we got ourselves a new exhibit. The team take the rock, treating it like any other wildlife exhibit. They assure the owner, who is running into the bushes, that they'll take great care of them. Rocky gets to have a friend. It's been so long. Okay, and the storks are going to get themselves a nice big increase there. So you want, was it sparse? Yeah, so you want sparse desert. And make sure they don't have anything like we don't want this. That's fine. Cool, so we just need to change our habitat to make sure it stays a sparse desert. All right. Some random skulls in there and everything. I know it's like sparse desert. I'm like, I don't know, this is feeling a little less than sparse now. That'll do.
Guests are reminded that not everything has to be.
Ooh. So you have a unreasonable amount of poop in there. So get to work. And get to work.
Attention. Habitat contains a distasteful amount of waste. Thank you.
Alright. And give you raises. Okay. So you are going to get the movement speed. And that's because I want them to be able to get through the exhibits and keep up with them. Alright. Cool.
Attention. Animal exhibit needs sanctuary from this sanctuary. They're low on health.
Okay, and let's take a look at how our animals are doing, because that worries me that some of our animals might be in bad shape. Okay, so we got the woolly jumpers. Those are the only ones in bad shape right now.
Fetch the crowbar.
Okay, and we got the grass chopper. So we will put that in our inventory. And then you are up here, of which I have a female. And we got a male.
Attention guests. The museum
We can drop
just
those in
spawned
there.
new life. It's an animal just like all of you.
You're happy. And you want a custom name. Tops. And then we got our other pet rock. So we've got, currently we've got in here, we've got Rocky. And we have our second pet rock, who is also going to be named whether they care or not. And those will be Rockette. Okay. You're Team Elmo and you hate Rocco. Rocco's the worst.
Security guard to empty donation.
Sylvester Stone. Yeah, well, as we get more of those rocks, we'll give them all those kind of fun names. Yeah, so we'll make one Rocco. We'll make one Sylvester Stone.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. And now to the news.
Alright, 1 second. We can go back up here. So I got those now. Hop over here. Because I believe this one we also didn't have all the creatures. Okay, so this was ones that we just need much higher levels. We'll grab you, because that'll cancel that out. And that'll cancel that out.
The Wasp has been sampling the fruit at Crumley supermarkets all over the county. If you've seen the Crumley Bumbler, please contact your local authorities and tell them what that was like.
Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
Okay. So I've massively expanded that exhibit. Looks like we got a place where you have an assistant not filling in a role. Let's go here and grab ourselves another assistant.
Announcement. An animal has been born in the museum. Isn't that cute?
Okay. Yes, we got 2 more we gotta level up. Still waiting on the pandas and panda. Male, be male. Be male. I need you to be male. Another female. And you want a smell wafter. Okay. Let's go get ourselves more pandas. It's not where that happens. Okay, so we need you here. We need a higher level one here as well. Get you to be the pilot one. And now I don't even need to use the bonus thing here for extra XP. We just have enough levels out of our people in general.
May taste cheap, and that's because it is.
We can go down here to our walkways. Cool. And I'll probably want to have benches and all that along here as well. I'm choosing to ignore that right now because I kind of just don't want to deal with it. But what we can do is probably expand these two exhibits up here. We're going to have at least one more big exhibit that'll go back there for whatever animals. And I got room for however many animals over here too. But like I said, I'm kind of just having the animal exhibits fill in the gaps.
Announcement. There's a new arrival in wildlife. Just what we needed. Another mouth to feed.
So what we'll probably do is probably go back here, make this whole area an exhibit. And at that stage, we will move our giraffes over there. And then probably from there have like this exhibit like
Expedition team
take over that spot.
miles. Did they bring someone with them?
What do we get now? A cactus flower scorpion. A bug uses camouflage to attract prey in the sparse desert climate. Creatures should know there's no real fruit around there. Cool. We'll send that to our inventory because that's a terrarium situation.
Yes, I'm reminded that they move in hordes.
Alright, so that's going to be another terrarium that I don't know where we're fitting. I can probably fit one right here. That'll probably be the end of what I can fit up there. And that was coming from this area. Let's see. So we need higher level than that. We got golden moles. We got your thing here. Kind of what my intent here is, we got our pandas.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
Yeah, so both of those pandas are apathetic, which means they're less likely to breed. Which is why I'm choosing to keep more than one. So let's watch to see where this is willing to go.
Announcement. An animal has been born in the museum. Isn't that cute?
Okay, they're just stealing the money from the tills. I'm actually pretty okay with that if that's going to be their target. Like, them stealing money from my donation bins when there's so many of them? I'm more concerned about them stealing the exhibits because the exhibits are way more of a pain to deal with.
Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew.
Okay, so you're done here. Let's get the large terrarium going. I'm going to shift this over a little bit. Okay. Because then I'll put another one over here. At that stage, I'll probably try and put like a tour thing here and have them like do a little lap. Once we get a pair of the painted flower scorpions.
Announcement.
Okay, we got a thing for stopping a bunch of the moles. We got a sunbite snake. These desert snakes spend all of their day soaking up the sun, waiting for unsuspecting victim to take a chomp on. Cool.
Expedition team are back from
That's going to be 2 terrariums.
Did they bring someone
And panda. Nope.
with them?
So I'm not really sure how that's going to work.
Please welcome our newest exhibit born in the museum. It's an animal.
Okay, so panda's still the priority. That's our main story progression locked. So you could boost up that high. We get someone higher level than that, and we're good. Then you can go to the desert. That takes care of that from the level standpoint. You can handle that. And the XP boost. So that's a problem. We're going to need 2 terrariums. And I don't have room for that.
Before we go, let's check in with
one thing I can
Monty
actually do
Barnett at the Big Dig. What's the scoop, Monty?
is we ended up not needing this room.
Oh, it's hard.
Have you found anything?
Just going to sit down.
You heard it here, folks. Those brave excavationeers will not rest until the job is done, after they've had a quick sit down.
Okay.
Wildlife expert to restore habitat. Don't forget a shovel.
So there's a couple things I could do here. One is I could move all this employee stuff out of this area into its own building, just off in the corner, whatever.
From thieves.
And then maybe make another employee break room. And that open up me to use all of this area here for more terrariums and all that. Because that would be good. So we're looking at least 2 more terrariums, maybe more. And like I said, that's a building I could kind of tuck out of the way and not worry too much about one way or the other. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of those boos aren't getting done. So you're going to grab another security guard. And I'm going to give him go fast. Okay, so there's our large terrarium. So we'll start a project of make it so they can
Museum staff
breed.
promoted. Aren't you capable? Announcement. There's a new arrival in wildlife. Just what we needed. Another mouth to feed.
Get some more decor going on here. Okay. So all in all, it's going really well. We're just kind of waiting for getting ourselves that male panda, because once we get that, we can get the baby happening. We are getting the enlightenment thing, and with the way we get that enlightenment is literally just we keep getting animals, and when they come in sick, we take it. Oh wait, there's more. We can do more than that now. I don't have to wait for sick animals. I forgot, it's any treatment. A raindrop scarab. There isn't much water to be found in the Isles desert biome. This beetle is ready to capitalize. Its deceptive appearance causes prey to deliver themselves before collapsing with disappointment. So the entire idea is it just looks like water, and then things desperate for water die to do a dehydration nearby, and just like, alright, I'll eat it.
Someone is stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
Alright, get you back up here to the desert. We will need to bump you up here.
Good luck to our team departing Embarking on an
And we'll get
expedition.
you
I'm sure
here.
you'll need it.
And male panda. Nope. But what I should be able to do is grab one of our pandas and give them a nice little, like, spa bath. And that should help me learn about the pandas. Alright. So I need one of them that has the macro on there. Need someone higher level than you, and that'll do.
We would
Because if we
sell
keep
more
doing that,
tickets.
we should slowly gain
Someone
knowledge.
from the ticket booth. Sadly, I can't.
Alright.
Attention. Habitat contains a distasteful amount of waste. Thank you.
Okay, so let's see. We don't care about that. Too much litter. Okay. I will accept this thing. You just huck it down here for right now. Make it just buckets of money. Okay, we gained another level. You'll get the macro as well. Oh, hey, you do not do wildlife welfare.
There may not be enough information stands. Guests are feeling bemused.
Because we want to make sure whoever's doing this is actually got the analysis skill. And the reason for that is we don't get the research if the person doesn't have the analysis skill. Alright, so we got an expedition problem. Your team finds a flock of small creatures stuck among rotting vines. They don't seem too upset, but it doesn't look all that natural either. Interfere. Alright, so we got the illness animal magnetism, but we improved the biodiversity of the area a little bit. Your team, your expedition team is among all the creatures. Restore the area at the cost of being a local animal hero.
To restock gift shop, please.
Okay, you're once again filthy. Are you taking care of this exhibit?
Wildlife expert to restore habitat. Don't forget a shovel.
I know you're being adorable, but they're literally dying in filth right now. So if you could get on that. Where are you going? What are you doing? Okay, you're on it. That's all I was making sure is they're actually working on making it better.
Get back!
Okay, so again, our cactus flower.
Get this man a cold drink and a chair to sit at. His blood's gone lumpy and his moustache has fallen off. Witness supernatural mysteries too ridiculous to believe. Thursdays at 9 on live TV. Somewhere.
We're gonna just keep on pampering the panda. We should also be pampering the scorpion thing. And I need you to go back to the desert. Okay, so we need a pilot. It's fine. Ooh, no, it's not actually. Okay, so we're at the point where... Yeah, so I'm gonna need to start having them be level 10s. It's fine. We're out of the ranked cheese. I can get some more ranked cheese going, though. Okay, so we got all that. You're currently working on all this stuff. We do have a pair of the scorpions. Okay, do you have the analysis skill? You do not. So let's get you unassigned here. Because I need only people with the analysis skill to be in here. Okay.
Our gift shop has low prices. It's the gift that keeps on gifting.
And just hired another person to try and get them to clean it up.
Contains a distasteful amount of waste. Thank you.
The stuff is not getting cleaned nearly as fast as I need it to be. Alright, so we have two school trips here who are doing well. We've got a health inspection that's going well. The showcase is not getting what it needs. Oh, and you've leveled up. There's your next point in survival. Alright, because if we don't add decoration, it'll complain about it and I won't get paid. There. Come on, mail. Come on, mail. Send you to the inventory.
Announcement. Information stands are there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
Okay, so let's go down here. We're getting all the female pandas, but for trying to recover the population, I need a male panda in there too. Going to pop over here. Yeah, no, I don't have the queue up. I'm pretty sure you're already in the place anyways, Achilles. Yeah, and I don't have the queue up right now. Because I'm kind of figuring at this stage, we're getting pretty close to when we're going to be wrapped up. So I'm not going to really focus on it because we're just going to turn around and be like, okay, let's, get to the next thing. Because for those who missed what we're doing is we're working on the 5th star. And that's usually the end of where you get new stuff in each, museum. Is once you get to the 5th star. And, the 6th and 7th star usually at that point is literally just, okay, you've got a museum, it's being successful, but could you more? Okay, you also need to not be doing that. You don't have the skill I need you to have. Okay, and there's our first piece of rank cheese. So let's send you to the desert with the rank cheese. We'll need someone who's got piloting skill. You
Assistant needed in cafe. The
need
guests
that.
are hungry.
And then you do not have that skill. So get out of here. I've got 2 or 3 people with the skill. It's just anyone that isn't that person doesn't help us.
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
Alright.
Attention guests. The museum just spawned new
You
life.
also don't have the skill?
Animal, just like all of you.
Alright, I was trying to avoid doing this. So you can go into our experts here. Let's go here. You do not do that. You don't. Nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We need to find all the people here.
Announcement. Guests stuck in the museum should wait for
Okay,
help
so
in
these
the-
two should. They're my ones who actually do have the skill. Okay, so only the two people who have the actual analysis skills should do it.
Attention.
We probably do want to go out of our way. Then when we get another opportunity where someone pops in here who's got either an open space or has the analysis skill, I'll probably want to grab them to get that unstuck. Because it's our analysis people are getting really high levels, so they're the ones we're sending out. Which isn't helping us with the progress here. You go back out there. Meanwhile, that panda's been just sitting in there being blasted by bubbles for like the last 2-3 weeks, and the panda's just genuinely... Like, at first it was nice. It was nice and pampering. And now the panda's just like, please, make the bubbles stop. I just went out. I'm over this. Okay, so we got ourselves another Snun Bite Snake. That gives me 2 Sunbite Snakes as well. Alright, well honestly, we got the pair of Sunbite Snakes. So there's nothing in this one, so let's choose the biome. It needs to be desert. And get you all set up. You are content, and you are content. Male panda. Nope. Alright. So we need you. Send the pilot. I'm not sending you to the right place, am I? No, I'm not. I was like, this doesn't look right. Okay. So that just out of the box covers everything. Has some XP.
There are currently insufficient donation stands. This may lead to insufficient donations.
Okay.
Wildlife expert to restore habitat. Don't forget a shovel.
You can help with the cameras. See if there's anyone else who needs training still. And it is a thing for 25,000, you can just send your plays to a location that gives them lots of
The
XP.
expedition team are leaving now. Please say
Okay, and we have the desert up here. Let's double check. So we got a snake bite. Yeah, so we still need a second raindrop scorpion. We don't want you to go. Okay, and if we grab a really good security person, some rank cheese. Alright. Okay. Are you? And start having you take animal analysis. You're gonna go over there anyways, even though you don't have the training, but I don't want to set it and unset it and all that. We'll just deal.
a little better. Not much, but still.
Okay. Because we still got to get the male panda in there. And then wait for them to breed. And then get the 2 research, which is just going to be basically tossing one animal in there after another. Okay. We're also at the point that we can pop over here. Even though I don't really expect to use another helicopter location. Oh, right, we never did this one way down here. It's got one more animal there. It still says I don't have a level 10 wildlife expert, but I really do. I'm just checking real fast. Seeing if there's any place here that I just didn't get the... What I could probably do is for the last helicopter. Oh, not there. Wait, where? There's just XP. Alright.
Yes, feeling
So just keep
bored?
sending that one over to get
Then
XP.
not all that.
Because I got the money, let's burn it.
Wildlife expert to restore habitat. Don't forget a shovel.
Okay. We're just gonna keep doing analysis on them. Cool. Yep, so we're at 24 out of 25. So we should be able to get the 25 out of 25. We just need that that male panda. Once we have that, then it's a matter of nature taking its course.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member.
Okay, let's also check on our staff. Everyone their, their raises. Oh,
Yes. The museum just spawned new life. It's an animal, just like all of you.
and honestly, at this stage, we could practically just fast forward. Cool, so we got our two things there. Okay, as long as they're... Alright, so I still have to send because it's 2 female. No males, so we'll deal with that. I do not already have my next terrarium. Let's go ahead and get that process started as well. We'll send you up to the desert. Alright, so we need to get you a higher level person. Cool.
It's fantastic value. Isn't that strange?
And male panda. Nope. Come on, man. Stop doing this to me, RNG. Just give me my male panda. And collapse that out of the way. And collapse this out of the way. Send another one out for the panda. Yeah, so as long as I keep cycling those in, that'll get that one done, and then it's literally just getting that male panda, and that'll take care of that.
Radio. Greetings! Today you're in fantastic company, because you're joined by me, Sir Nigel Bickleworth, the only DJ on 2 Point Radio, for roughly the next 20 minutes. Enjoy it while you can.
Attention. The expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
Okay. Now it's supposed to just give us
Expedition team
XP.
have returned from a wildlife expedition. behavior back to human. Thank you.
Alright, and with that, we have now officially gotten the last of that. We're literally just waiting on the baby panda. I can pop over here to where the XP comes from. It was down here, right? Yeah, there.
The expedition team are departing now.
Alright.
I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
Because then we get the other scorpion thing.
Attention.
I also said I was going to add another tour spot right here. Probably have to be right outside is what we're going to do.
Announcement. There's a new arrival in wildlife. Just what we needed. Another mouth to feed.
Cool.
Announcement.
Get ourselves another tour.
Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
Alright, so I guess the next project to work on is just going to be... Alright, so that is... I want to be treated.
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
In the meantime, we'll just plunk the panda in there. Be done with that for right now. Okay, so we got those popping in. We can keep sending you to the desert. We still don't have another male. Yeah, that's not enough. I'll grab you, you're level 8. We can get a pilot in here. Or not. Oh. That's fine, we can make this work. We'll have you just take someone who's a higher level. The helicopter will take damage. It'll just need to be repaired. That's fine. I can live with that.
Now. Final call for wherever it is you're going.
Alright, so we got all that stuff being built. So what I'm going to want to do is, I mentioned it before, we want to get this area to not be an issue. So we can go ahead and make ourselves another little building. What we could do is we approach this building.
Please welcome our newest exhibit born in the museum. It's an animal.
And then add another door onto it.
Attention. Habitat contains a distasteful amount of waste. Thank you.
Okay, we'll get that dealt with in a minute. Because we're going to want to take this room and move it up here. I grab this room, move it. Oh, and it happens to fit perfectly.
What a bad guest.
Alright. I'm gonna need you to give me a male panda. Panda. Be a male. Alright, so you're sick. That's fine. As long as you're a male, it's okay. It is a male. So now I need to put you way the heck over there. And get your treatment. We will want to take the training room. Move you over there. Basically, we're moving a lot of the employee stuff that doesn't need to be near where guests are, and just getting it out of that area. Cool, so we got the marketing office and all that.
Security guard to empty donation stand. There's money in it for you.
So I'll take your employee room. Actually, honestly, that's not really a bad spot for it to just stay. Okay, so what's going to happen, though, is this door is gone.
The the expedition team have returned from a tough adventure. A helicopter is the giveaway.
Go to that wall. And this wall.
Announcement: an animal has been born in the museum. Isn't that cute?
We need more people cleaning.
Wildlife expert to restore habitat. Don't forget a shovel.
Okay, we don't actually need that one. So I'll send you back up here. Let's see, I need higher level than that. Cool.
After some delays, the expedition team are back again.
Okay. So as soon as our panda is treated and better,
Please join me in saying farewell to the expedition.
we can get that sorted.
They may
Um,
never come back.
Yep, so you're treated. So next move to do is drop you in with all your peers. Are you a happy panda? You are a happy panda. So we do have, I believe, 3 or 4 happy pandas in this. Yeah, so making sure all the pandas are happy. So that hopefully at least one of the pair of them will actually breed. The moment we get the baby panda, we'll be good there. Don't really care about the fact that the marketing is stalled. That's totally fine. Let's see. The snake I don't need. I already have 2 of those. I already got a bunch of female... Whatever reason, I'm getting nothing but like the female bugs from that one specific area.
Never to be seen again. Not by you anyway. 6 in your dreams out of a possible no chance.
Okay, so let's go over here
Wildlife
and rearrange this
expedition
room.
Join us in saying good luck and goodbye.
We can go edit. Get rid of that corner. And they're going to want to go to this wall. And get rid of that. Then we're going to go over here. And add it there. Alright. So we got a large terrarium to add here.
Announcement: an animal has been born in the museum. Isn't that cute?
Start getting this all set up.
Announcement: our health and safety standards are being inspected.
Get everything else. Alright, so you need the breeding thing and all that. That's over here now.
Expedition
Yes.
team returning from far-flung isles.
I probably could just queue up and say, hey, make like 10 of those. Male. I need you to be male. It is male, so we just need to get treated for the flu. And then we'll be good to go for that exhibit. So you're going to be sent to desert. And we're going to drop you in there. And are you happy? You would like to have a scale spritzer. I could send you up here. Actually, yeah, that's fine. We'll send you up here. And we need someone who's got the piloting skill.
Staff requires medical attention.
Let's also check in the meantime. We had that one cold area down here I couldn't go to. That's like you need a level 10 person. I should have that. Okay. So we have to have survival 2. Otherwise, someone dies. So you'll have to come back with that. Yes, you need basically a person with survival 2 and all that. We're not doing the Q Luxray. I deliberately didn't have that open. I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Because it's one of those things, I'm expecting to only be playing for a little bit longer and then wrapping up this game because we'll have finished that. And I didn't want to get into the whole thing of running through naming person after person just to, you know, like 5 minutes later be like, well. But yeah, no, I appreciate you keeping up to see if we want to do it, but it was a deliberate decision to not do it. I actually expected to already be done by now. We just were getting kind of screwed on trying to get the male panda to happen. We got a bunch of pandas in here. Now the good news is with all these, though we do have 2 that are apathetic where they're unlikely to breed at any speed, but there is 2 that don't. And luckily the male is one of the ones that does not have the penalty to breeding. So we do have a pair of them that should want to make the babies. We just got to continuously try and make the place nice.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
Yeah, so you're at maximum happiness. Yeah, all of the pandas are at maximum happiness. Okay. We'll interfere. We'll get sick with animal magnetism. That's fine. And we've got you sorted. Yes, that's the raindrop scarab.
Someone is stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
Yeah, so both of them want the scale spritzer. As soon as that's done with its dome, we'll get the scale spritzer in there, and then we'll get the next terrarium going. And then they're going to be back, and then we'll see how close we are to being able to make the last biome to the bottom. That's only got 1 animal, or last map on the very bottom.
Have returned. Survey complete.
Okay, so this is the only area we're missing down here. Alright, so we want... Yes, this person's in training, so I can't use them. I suspect with Ulkar, we can make this work. Yes, I could do this, and we get Ulkar available. That should take care of all of those, I believe. So I just gotta wait for Ulkar to finish their training. Alright, give me the male scorpion. Male? I need you to be male. It's fine.
Animal guests receive an
Alright, so go. We just need to get a male scorpion so we can start having them breed as well.
Good luck to our
Okay.
team departing on an expedition. I'm sure you'll need.
One thing I can always just do is just fast forward the crap out of that. You can get surveillance. There's your viewing dome.
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them.
This is that, so we can get that knocked out, and then we need the next terrarium. Oh, we also need the spritzer. So I got you. Pop up here. Get the scale spritzer. Yeah, because now it's just a waiting game on the pandas breeding.
If you love Milkmaid milkshakes, then you'll lap up the new Milkmaid Flavoured Milk range. A crazy concoction of flavours that'll have your taste buds purring for more.
Was there a range on those things?
Single cream, double cream, half cream, clotted cream. You won't believe the variety of flavours on offer.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Flavoured milk. Now that's good milk.
Not technically milk.
Alright. Okay, so I need higher level people. So we grab you. Grab you. Grab you, and more rank cheese.
Attention. The
Because I need that
expedition
scorpion,
team
but I need
up
a male version. We should also be
Say
checking.
goodbye and good riddance.
Don't care about those. And a bunch of our people are starting to level up to level 10. And you're still supposedly training that. Alright. Hey, pandas? I need you to start making those babies, alright? You're holding this parade up. Maybe they have to be near the place where they make the babies? Okay. This is the item is already placed. Let's get a little spot right over here. That way the place they do that is right here by their feeding area.
We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full.
Are you sure he's training? He probably is. He's just, the thing is, it'll prioritize a lot of other stuff in the meantime. So I suspect what happens is he keeps getting interrupted at doing other things versus actually getting the job done. Okay, we don't need the snake. I need the flower scorpion,
Expedition is leaving now.
but I need a male one.
Call for wherever it is you're going.
Yeah, and right now this person's training or aerodynamics, I think is what's called. So you gotta wait for that. It's got a bunch of animals standing around. We just gotta wait for that to actually trigger. Ooh. You are... okay. Got enough donation things there. Meanwhile... do we get that spritzer installed? There we go.
Vandal caught in the act.
And we can go over here and get ourselves in our large terrarium for the scorpions when they're ready. Okay. Hey pandas, I need you to not all be sleeping all the time.
Announcement.
I know that's kind of just what you do,
Just what we needed.
but I need you to be making those baby pandas. Come on, nope.
The expedition team are back.
I need a male scorpion. Okay, so we're out of the rank cheese. Alright, I'm just gonna have to make more rank cheese. We're just not gonna be able to mess with that in the meantime. Okay, and what do you got going on? Oh, we got someone training here.
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them.
What are you training? Okay. Alright. I guess in the meantime, we could pop over here and see if we can't get ourselves even more people who are, there we go. We can get ourselves a little bit more XP and maybe get ourselves a second male panda. And then just hopefully boost that to go a little bit faster. Like have ourselves like 2 female, 2 male pandas and just hope. Man, it's almost like pandas have an entire reputation about not wanting to have offspring in captivity or some nonsense. Like that they tend to reproduce extremely slowly. Okay, you need treatment. You're sick. We'll need to go over here.
Our newest exhibit born in the museum. It's an animal.
Keep producing this stuff.
Welcome to the museum, children. And goodbye, everyone else.
Making oodles of money. I'll pop down here and get someone free XP.
Good luck.
Because you visited Vienna once and to see a baby panda. Yeah, no, me and Tube got to go to the San Diego Zoo and they got a bunch of pandas there and that was pretty cool. Because we got a lot of really nice zoos around where I'm at, but no pandas. I keep hearing the chime for these objectives going and keep checking the panda, because it's just gonna be those things that suddenly we're just gonna get a problem being like, they did it! Alright, let's go over here and get the
Habitat contains a distasteful amount of waste.
thing there. Okay, we're gonna release you back to...
The wildlife exhibit has been released. Join us in saying good luck and goodbye.
Alright, so we got that. We're gonna hire you and give you aerodynamics so you can get to cleaning the exhibits faster. Okay, some XP.
2-point radio.
I can pop over here. So I need one of you to have that skill.
Back here,
All
little
right.
taste. Don't fear. Your cultural sommelier is here. Why am I rhyming today? Never mind. This installment of Agony Answers is brought to you by Smell My Cash. If you need cash, take a sniff at this. Today's correspondence comes from Wilma Dunstable Saunders, who writes, "How come you never take song requests?" Well, Wilma, perhaps I would have. Just this once, if you'd only cared to ask. This one's for you, Wilma. Take it or leave it.
Expedition complete. So, what's in the box?
Okay. Alright, so I'd want to adjust that. I'm not going to worry about that right now.
New life.
Okay, so let's grab you.
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
Alright, so with that, we'll get ourselves some more rank cheese being made.
Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
Come on, pandas.
The expedition team are departing now. I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
Okay, so we can try and send them to get the scorpions some more. Do we have someone training over here? I know we had just a minute ago. Part of it is they have to walk across the entire area. Yeah, so you're getting ready to train. Okay, so you're training your survival skills. Excellent.
The expedition team have returned from a wildlife expedition.
More XP.
Back to human. Thank you.
So we'll go and send that around. And you are the one who's too low level. And then that's XP.
Vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Okay. Another one who's gained a level. Let's check to see if we have anyone else who needs training right now. Did our wilderness person get their 3rd rank of training in, or whatever it was they were waiting on? Got one of 2 ranks.
Animal guests receive an announcement when departing the museum. Don't expect the same treatment.
Okay. And I am noticing a lot... Oh, never mind, they're getting them.
There's a new arrival in wildlife. Just what we needed. Another mouth to feed.
Okay, maybe I'll put you in there. Okay, let's see if we can't go to the desert now and try and get that last scorpion. Okay, so highest level one we got available here. You're level 9. You're level 10. Yeah, it's not happening. I got some level 10s in here, but like in 1 level short there. That's fine. We're making the rank cheese. Okay, like I said, my hope is if I get a second male panda, that just the odds of it going, because this has room for 15.
Tickets are for sale at the ticket.
And we have 1 male and 3 females.
When someone starts working there.
I don't care who has a kid. I just want one of them to have a kid. Because that gets that done, and that should be our 5th star.
Vandals. Caught vandalizing. We stopped them. Obviously.
There's the ranked cheese. Okay, with the ranked cheese, we can pop up here to the desert. We will want someone who is a pilot to pop in here. There you go. I didn't even need the ranked cheese for this one, because I got the right people for it now. Okay. And there's a good chance, once the desert one gets back, we might be able to go and catch that last area. Making more ranked cheese. And I'm making 100,000
Announcement. An animal has
per
been born in the
cycle.
museum. Isn't
Even though I have no need for another helicopter. How many? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I'm limited to 4. I have no need for it whatsoever, but it's like, I'm sitting on a big mountain of money. Sure. No, actually, we can put these up here. It'll be a little less annoying. And mail. Nope. Let's give it a moment. And then we can deal with that. So let's go to people's pay. Gave everyone their raises. Okay, you want animal analysis? No, wait.
cafe food may taste cheap.
Come on, be a
That's
male.
because it is.
Finally. Okay, let's make sure they're both happy. Oh, there we go.
Breaking news now from the county's Wildlife Museum, where conservation experts have announced a new and rare arrival. The birth of this creature promises new hope for a species near extinction. Unfortunately, we're not sure what it is exactly, or at all. I guess we'll all have to take a trip to the Wildlife Museum and see for ourselves. Thanks for listening. I've been Hayley Von Trowell, and that resolved nicely.
All right. Okay. You sly dog, you. This meander into menageries has been for prize display. I get it now. And if you've helped with the flim-flam aisles in the process, who am I to heckle? Alright, so we got some extra, like, decorations and all that. We got a bunch of people who all leveled at the same time. But yeah, so now when you look at here, these are no longer objectives that are along the lines of like, okay, get the new animal, okay, build the new thing, okay, make the next thing, okay, make the bigger thing. Like, they're no longer like actual progression things in that regards. These are just, make museum bigger, make museum bigger, make museum, like, progress the museum just in size. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just 5 stars is basically the end of, like, new mechanics, new introduction, doing all that stuff. Because we look at the map here. I'll see if we can actually send this down. If we can, I'll just quickly see what the animal is down here. This is the only place we haven't gotten the animal from. Okay. Well, one of you could switch off to something else. There we go. Alright, so we'll send that out really quick to see what the last animal that I've missed is.
You see, it's my private little
and at that point, we'll have that. Yeah, more pandas, more pandas. That's what you do.
I keep doing it. So I invite you to picture them. Irate, sweaty, and pulling at cables like yokels at the carrot patch. Ah, it's as wonderful as you'd imagine.
Yeah, that's one of the things that ends up happening in Planet Zoo. Is Planet Zoo is the thing where every once in a while they'll be like, okay, this week we're doing conservation on Bengal tigers. You know, breed a bunch of Bengal tigers. And so you'll make like a zoo based around Bengal tigers where you have like big islands in it that'll be like each corner will be a quadrant, will be its own exhibit for Bengal tigers. And you're just basically like mass breeding Bengal tigers to just submit them to go and, you know, repopulate and all that. Which, you know, while dystopian in the way it appears in the game, in real life that does sort of help that kind of thing where it's like, okay, you know, we see this, you know, critically endangered animal and we got a bunch of them here that are in captivity, you know, let's breed them and then, like, try and get them back out into the wild. Because then what they'll do in those cases is that, instead of just having, like, feeders and all that, they'll try and give the animal a, you know, relatively natural experience. You know, release in the wild and hopefully have a decent success. Some animals, they do work okay doing that. Other animals have a very poor track record of moving from captivity to being on their own. Like, there's some animals, once they've been in captivity, there's just no putting them out the wild. You have to kind of go really out of your way to kind of get them to act the way they're supposed to in nature to survive. Like, manatees have a really good track record that when a manatee is brought in for care, that they actually have a pretty high success rate, relatively speaking, for being released to the wild again once they've healed. Some are too injured to ever go back. But, alright, the last animal is a rock quafer penguin. To their horror, early explorers discovered these Arctic birds jumping off far-flung cliffs. Thankfully, they were just fine. It seems that they do that sort of thing for fun. Pretty metal. Okay.
Attention guests. The museum just spawned new life. It's an animal.
And we're going to go ahead and treat it because it's sick. But with that, I do think we're going to be wrapping up the 2-point museum segment of this, because we have basically unlocked everything that is in the new DLC. And very genuinely, it's been a very, very good DLC. I would say of the DLCs they've come out with the game, this one and then the DLC for like the fantasy stuff, both of them were like knock out of the park. Extremely good DLCs, only charging like $10-12 or whatever it is for each of them, and it adding like an entire extra layer onto the game. Because the other DLC, just to show you what it was, so this is just bonus free stuff where you can get like Vampire Survivors characters. I don't believe that's a DLC at all. But the other DLC was this Scorched Earth, which is a fantasy one. And the thing about the fantasy one is you'd actually have your fantasy experts here. I'll just show you real fast. Like, we won't jump into it in like a real depth. But which one? Don't think it was you. I believe they gave us a new museum. Was it you? Because you could take a thing at this. And keep in mind, this is all part of the same save. There's a meta progression that keeps with all of these. That when you unlock that bigger map, I can get those things everywhere. Yeah, so this is, so with this one, if we actually look at this stuff, I can grab one of my helicopters, and send it out to the fantasy area. But the thing that's like fascinating about this one is we'll go here, and you've got your different fantasy things, but like there's a sorcerer, there's a hunter, there's a bard, there's like a warrior and all that kind of stuff. And so you'll end up having them, each one has their own skill set and everything, so it's like Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing going out there. A lot more rock, paper, scissors-y than, you know, actual D&D or whatever. But you get the idea as you get those. And then as an added thing they had, you actually have equipment slots and all that the people... where was it? There was like equipment slots, so I could take, like, for example, these boots, or the buckle boots. I can actually give them to one of my staff member and makes the staff member move around really fast. And so there's like a lot of cool stuff with that one. But that's been one of the things that's impressed me the most about 2 Point Museum versus a lot of the other games. If you look at a lot of the other 2 Point games historically, and this isn't me being like bad thing about the games, it was each map was kind of its own isolated thing. Like you'd have this map, it had its stuff, and there was like no crossover anywhere. But because of that whole thing where you like send the people out to the different locations, you end up ultimately having your place branch into a whole bunch of things. I'm trying to remember... I think this one I have it where it's crossed over into a lot of stuff, so I'll just show you that. And then we're going to go ahead and after that we're going to switch to another game. I'm leaning towards starting a fresh start of Vintage Story, is what I'm leaning towards. But yeah, so we look at here. Like, I have this area, it's all sorts of fossils over in this area. Oh, does this... Yeah, and then this one's, like, all sorts of, like, frozen stuff up there. We have, like, a botany area that was getting built out over here. This is all inventions and all that. But you get the idea. You could slowly expand, and we'd have, like, an aquarium later and that area. I am curious at the animals and how much space they take, though. Because before, you had more enough room to put, like, everything in your museum. But I do feel like the animals have officially taken us across that line where, like, oh no, actually you can't fit everything in. You're going to have to decide some things you want to have in your museum less. Which I'm okay with, because there's some things I found a little bit more annoying than the others. But with that, let me go ahead and quick save. For those watching on YouTube, the stream will be dropping for a minute on the YouTube side, because I am going to switch games and all that. And I'm definitely leaning towards Vintage Story. That's kind of what I want to do. Because one, it's a really fun game that I highly recommend. And we're going to go ahead and get that switched over. And like I said, I think we're going to start a brand new run of that.